What is up, everybody? Shauna D Man here, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys had yourselves a great weekend. Have yourselves a great week so far. We are here with my Wednesday season 2, kind of basically overall thoughts on season 2 of Wednesday. The last, I guess, part 2 of season 2 dropped last Wednesday. I did a review of the first 4 episodes. Uh, Basically, I think it was about like a week after it came out. Just busy with other content at the moment, but we finished up season 2 overall, and just wanted to give my quick thoughts about it. Um, Definitely we're getting a season 3. I don't think that was really ever. I don't know how many of these are initially planned or were initially planned at the beginning, but we are definitely going to get a season 3 unless something crazy happens. Um, but overall, so the second half of the I wasn't sure where because of how they structured this, where they did a part 1 and a part 2. I wasn't sure where this story was going when it came to the first part. Obviously, you had you had Tyler, um some new characters here and there. Principal Dort, played by Steve Buscemi, involved. There was a lot of parts. I was just kind of like, what's the story here? I think again, them breaking it up like how they did a part 1 and a part 2 really doesn't help season 2, in my opinion. Um, because season 2 does answer questions. It does. But I think it just would have been more beneficial to have it all in one go and not just separate it like that. But season 2, we learned that Slurp is Isaac Knight, who was a student. Basically, when Gomez and Morticia were at Nevermore, he was a zombie who just started to eat people. I don't know if that was just a side effect of him being a zombie, was to eat people's brains. But I mean, he ate people's brains and it basically rejuvenated um him. Sorry about that. Rejuvenated his body and everything, and became whole again. At last, I had thought at the end of episode 4, when they basically did the jailbreak of the mental institute, I thought the woman that Wednesday rescued before she was knocked out by Tyler was like her aunt Ophelia. No, it is Tyler's mother, Francois, who is also a Hyde. And so the story, the whole part of episode, the final 4 episodes is you have Isaac, Tyler, and Francois trying to remove the Hyde basically curse from Francois. But we also learn that Gomez or Morticia had a hand in this as well. They knew Isaac Knight. Gomez and Isaac were roommates. They were very close friends. And unbeknownst to Gomez, Isaac was willing to sacrifice Gomez to save his sister, to remove the Hyde curse. Because one of the things that was going on in the first 4 episodes was the experiments that were going on to basically give normies outcast abilities. Well, Isaac's device that he built was going to do the opposite. It was going to remove um, it was going to remove the Hyde side and leave the human side. And so that's part of it. And then obviously you have different storylines with Enid, and apparently Bruno was cheating on her. Agnes, I wasn't sure what the deal with Agnes was. I thought she was a very interesting character in the first half of the season. I think season 2, the second half of season 2, very much really, I was like, I kind of like this character. She's actually, she's just a character who is trying to basically fit in, and she's trying all these different personalities to try to fit in somewhere with Nevermore. And we even see at a certain point where, we know she's obsessed with Wednesday. We know that. We even see at a certain point that she dresses like Wednesday. And I think at that point, Wednesday probably had enough, because another storyline going on is obviously the Morning Star, Principal Dart, Bianca's mother, the whole cult thing and everything. He's a con artist. Steve Buscemi's character is basically a con artist, basically. Um, and then there was one of the things I liked. One of the episodes I loved was basically the Freaky Friday episode where you had Enid, Emma Myers, and Jenna Ortega basically swap characters. And I thought Emma Myers did a pretty good job at emulating a Jenna Ortega version of Wednesday. And because of the opening of, I believe it was episode 5, when you kind of open up and you see Wednesday like all in bright colors and everything, and it was just kind of like, what is happening here? And a lot of this is connected because again, Wednesday is still trying. She doesn't have her psychic abilities anymore, and so she was trying to find a different route to go. And this is and this is something that ended up happening. Um, but something else with I'm trying to think what was with the story. We also had, apparently we found out Thing was the right hand of Isaac. Um, so it was I mean overall, the overall season 2, I thought it was good. I loved the more, I guess you wouldn't say horror elements or horror touches that was implemented in. It's not like a full on horror, movie or show or whatever like that. But they definitely did a much better job of moving away with the love storyline, like kind of any kind of love storyline that they wanted to put in. Now, obviously, people who are shippers were like, I think on Reddit or on Twitter, I saw where they were mad because the show wasn't shipping Enid and Wednesday, which is really stupid. But um, I you could definitely tell. So to go back with to touch on Enid real quick, I had noticed throughout the episodes that she was getting like a lot more bold and more brash, kind of like more like standing up for herself, that kind of thing. And then we come to learn that she is potentially an alpha. Um, which goes in with the final episode, because if she was like caught outside during the full moon when she transforms, there's a possibility that she won't be able to turn back. And so there was a lot of stuff going on. But I mean, overall, I thought, sorry about that, I don't know why that keeps going on. um but overall, I really really enjoyed season 2. um Jennifer Taylor looks good in there are a lot of shots in the second half of season 2 where Jenna Ortega looks relatively good. I thought the whole dance choreography that Emma Myers did, along with the actress who played Agnes, I thought that was very cool. I like that. What else was there? I think there was. So there was a premonition, because obviously at the first half of the season, the premonition was Enid is going to die. They're able to fix that, but then it goes into, and the premonition is, and Adams is supposed to die. Now we kind of get not played. We kind of get set up as if like Morticia has just died, or Pugsley's gonna die. But at the end, we see um, uh, Wednesday's grandmother, who I guess has been keeping Aunt Ophelia locked away. Um, she seems to be like, Wednesday must die. She's the whole writing on the wall thing. Wednesday must die. So that's obviously going to be a plot point in season 3. Whenever we get that, by that point, everybody's going to be freaking adults, and they already are kind of adults, because these, like, you take 3 years to create 8 episodes, and like, come on. Uh, Hopefully, now probably the writer's strike has something to do with that as well. But even then, it shouldn't take that long. For 8 episodes, it shouldn't take that long to put these out. And then they're probably going to do the same thing where they break it up, which is really, again, it's just dumb. Just drop it all at once. But But overall, yeah, I enjoyed it. I would definitely say I enjoyed season two, maybe a little bit more than season one. I enjoyed season one. I just didn't love the whole love triangle that they were trying to do in regards to Enid, Tyler, not Enid, Wednesday, Tyler, and uh, Xander. It was his name, Xander. But I would probably give this maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a B minus of a show. Maybe a C plus. Like it's just the fact that I hate them separating it. I would rather have watched it all in one go. But visually it looked pretty cool. The costume designs and everything has been pretty cool to see. But overall, I'll probably give this like a C plus B minus kind of a show or season two. But that's it. That's it, guys. Just wanted to give a quick review and give my quick thoughts on Wednesday season two. I would definitely say recommend go watching. If you have not watched seasons one and two of Wednesday, definitely go watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. But that's it for me, guys. Quick little review. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a good one.